Starter Michael Vickers has the button as Whiting brings up the mare like a butterfly. She goes on in, and now they're set to run in the feature. Ready. They're racing as well, and Let's Twist and Star Exhibit were the first away. Elegant Blast had to be dug up from the inside by O'Donnell. Capo Doro commenced well from Like a Butterfly. Pinzu cutting across into the field, joining Prying Tom. Red Army, Rosewood Hill are getting back there, and the roughie settles down last Mulga. As they work through the first 300, Let's Twist was able to hold the front by a length and a half to Capo Doro. Elegant Blast down on the inside, just steadying. Star Exhibit outside of her, 3 wide with no pace on Like a Butterfly going by the 1300. Then Prying Tom, who's back on the inside of Pinzu, allowed to get back into the field after the start. Rosewood Hill, Red Army, and last is Mulga. Let's Twist leads them at a controlled tempo in the Detonator. At the 1100 to the Riverside they go. Let's Twist by 3/4 over Capo Doro. They're still not going overly hard with Elegant Blast down on the inside of the favourite Star Exhibit. A length and a half off those. Then over on the outside, Like a Butterfly, working her way across with Prying Tom. Pinzu going up next, and then came on the rails behind them to Rosewood Hill, just kicking up underneath of Red Army, and 3 deep last of all is Mulga. And so by the 700 they stride. It's Let's Twist on top, 3/4, no change at all to the order from Capo Doro. Elegant Blast has had a great run on the inside. The same also could be said for Star Exhibit, who looked to be going very easily for Pike. Then Like a Butterfly, Prying Tom down on the inside. They're being followed further back by Pinzu, who's deeper out, Red Army, and then came Mulga. Rosewood Hill into the straight. Capo Doro headed Let's Twist. Star Exhibit called upon. Elegant Blast is behind those from Like a Butterfly. At the 200, Capo Doro joined by the Perth Cup winner Star Exhibit, who ranges up, now gets a neck in front. Down the outside, Like a Butterfly runs on, but it's all over bar the shouting. He put them away in the Detonator, Star Exhibit, and won easily. He won by about a length and a half to Capo Doro. Tight go for third. That's between Like a Butterfly and also Let's Twist, who battled away. Elegant Blast behind them from Pinzu, and then came Prying Tom, followed further back in the field by Red Army. Mulga second last, and Rosewood Hill has finished up at the tail. Star Exhibit never looked like losing. Looked as though Capo Doro might have got the nod for second, and Let's Twist and Like a Butterfly in a good tussle for third placing. But Star Exhibit, it found the sweet seat right behind them there in fourth placing all of the way. Just a matter of when Pike wanted to pull him out and make his move, and he was simply too classy for them. A dual Perth Cup winner. Tight go that second and third. In fact, it could be Let's Twist. In fact, in front of Capo Doro, got a very timely bob in. Masked on the inside, so it could go, in fact, Let's Twist's way, but we'll wait for the judge to determine the minor placings. There's not much in it between the trio. No doubt, though, about the winner, Star Exhibit by Statue of Liberty from Star Encounter for Peters Investments. W. Pike aboard. He gave it a sweet ride for trainer Adam Durant. Now, either Let's Twist, who fought back doggedly, by Statue of Liberty as well, from Any Day Now, Dan and Ben Pearce, Joe Azzopardi, and also their Capo Doro, who's by Medaglia Doro from Deep Time, Fred Kersley and Mitchell Pateman, but waiting for those numbers still to come to hand after the running of the feature race, the Detonator Stakes. Now, race number 7, the Salanga Turf Club Trophy at 4:42. It is clear of any changes. Well, it was a pretty easy ride for Pike there on Star Exhibit. He was able to lob that beautiful posse with cover fourth throughout there. He timed his run, as he always does, perfectly, put him into the race when he needed to, and got the business done. All right, let's go out to Britt as the numbers come up. Number 10 got the bob. Let's Twist from Capo Doro, Like a Butterfly in that great battle for minor placings. 1 from 10, 3 and 7. As we take it out there with you, Britt, and that was pretty easy going for the dual Perth Cup winner.
It certainly was great to see him return after the Perth Cup and take out this event today. Pikey, you did just never look like getting beaten. He looked like he was travelling like the winner the entire time.
Pretty much spot on. He jumped real well, nice and clean. As soon as I got cover and got him to settle, he just always travelling like a winner. And for a heartbeat there, I thought he was waiting for them in the straight, but then he even put them away late as well.
We know he's a horse with a few tricks before the race. How was he today? He just appeared a little bit more settled than usual.
It's been a long time since I've ridden him. I guess the weight was worth it, but he was actually really good. He can fire up, and my summary of him is walking is too slow for him before a race, so I trotted up and down a couple of times and he seemed to relax and everything was really good.
Well, it seemed to work for him today. Congratulations on taking this one out.
Thank you very much.
Thank you. We'll catch up with Bob Peters now. And Bob, that was impressive. That's the best I've seen him travel anyway, Star Exhibit, for a while.
Yes, I think that was one of his best runs. He surprised me.
Jumped right on the speed, and as we just pointed out, he travelled sweetly. Do you push on now and maybe find a couple of more races he went that good today?
Oh, we'll see. I haven't sort of looked beyond this, although I said to you earlier we might look at a couple of country cups, but this might put him out of them on the handicaps, I would think.
You did enter him and he was entered to go and compete in the All Stakes, but that trip was cancelled at the last minute. Would you consider maybe if you could find a race in Melbourne or Sydney for him over the next month or so that you could have a hit and run mission? Oh,
we'll think about it and look at things. He's very well at the moment. You know, the day after the Perth Cup, he just looked magnificent, and the couple of weeks, or nearly 3 weeks he had home at the farm, he just did so well. And but after we tried a couple of weeks ago, or a week ago with the other one, I got a bit worried.
He's nearly the forgotten horse a little bit. He was really good in Melbourne in a couple of races in the eastern states. He was a Perth Cup winner before that, and of course he was an upset winner in that Perth Cup in the early part of the year. But he is a pretty good galloper.
Yes, he's won a couple of Perth Cups, and he's been unlucky not to win the Group 1 in Brisbane, and he's won in Melbourne. So you know, he's doing a good job for us.
He's done a wonderful job, and he's always been a bit of a handful as well. You had to leave him up at the back. You had to send him home to the farm for a good 12 months as well.
Yeah, he's had plenty of time to mature, and now he's matured. He's not a big, heavy horse, and that helps as well, I think.
It's exciting, Bob. Well done.
Thank you.
There we go. Star Exhibit back to the 1800 metres. It didn't matter. That was a big performance. I hope they find a race for him over there in Melbourne or Sydney, and he can go and fly the flag for WA in those famous cerise and white colours. Let's Twist second, Capodoro third. Geez, Let's Twist, hasn't she been a fine this campaign? And Like a Butterfly fourth. That wraps up the Detonator Stakes over the 1800. 1, 10, 3 and 7 the numbers.